I forgot a step.
You forgot a step? Oh, you forgot your hat.
Oh, where's my hat?
I don't know. Which hat are you going to put on? Put on your Seahawks hat?
Sure. It's right here.
That's a really beat up hat, honey.
It's sad.
No.
That's how long I've been a Seahawks fan, though. This is not a faux wear situation here. This is the hat that those fake worn hats are trying to look like.
You're right. You're right.
Oh. When last we left our heroes,
We were in California. Hi, everybody. Cass here.
and Greg,
And we're coming to you in real time.
ish.
And we're coming to you from the greater Seattle area in Washington, not California. And
Is there a Seattle in California?
oh, yeah, I guess that makes it sound like that. But you guys know what I mean. We
Yeah.
are not in Needles. We are in Seattle.
Yeah. So when the pandemic first broke, we had been traveling in the Mojave Desert area.
Right.
Right. And then when people started saying, hey, shelter in place, we hunkered down there in Needles and waited for the situation to develop.
Right.
Well, as the situation developed, it was clear it was getting worse and not better.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really comfortable with the sort of spring break party mentality that was going
Developing for
on there
real.
on
Yeah.
the Colorado River. So we wanted to be close to.
We wanted to be close at home. You're safer at home during this pandemic, and home for us is the Seattle area.
Yeah.
And we even felt nervous initially when we hunkered down. We were under the impression, like many Americans, that things were going to blow over within a month, maybe 6 weeks time. And we were like, well, we weren't going to be
can wait
back
that
in
out.
Washington until then anyways.
Right.
Well, the time that we would have come back to Washington to get on our boat, SVLE, was approaching, and things were just still developing. The
Right.
the massive, world crisis was just really coming to the forefront.
Right. And it didn't seem like a great time to be in an unfamiliar area without access to doctors and medical facilities that we were familiar with,
Because
in case one of us did get sick.
Right.
Right.
And so we left on our anniversary, the 13th of April, and
right.
did a maddashhome. If you do #maddashhome, you might see some of my personal Instagram stories.
3 days and 2 nights, right?
Yes, we didn't get out of Needles until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the 13th. Greg had to
Had to
work.
work in the morning. Yep.
And we were also waiting for a delivery.
Oh.
So that we
that's
could
right.
could get
for
out.
for the rivet gun to fix the skirt.
Right.
Because we didn't want to go down the freeway
High-
with the skirt going. Like
Yeah,
that.
that's-
that would have been bad.
Yeah, it's horrible for the stability. So anyways, as soon as we got that part, we repaired the rig, we finished our work day, and we got on the road, and we made a commitment that we were going to minimize as much contact with anybody for not just our personal safety, but for the people that we might come in contact safety as well.
Right, because we knew we were traveling from Southern California, a hot zone, all the way up to Seattle, another hot zone, and we didn't want to be like some sort of contagion, spreading.
Typhoid Mary, asymptomatic virus carrier, because we don't know, because testing is so...
Right, we don't have access to testing.
No. So we didn't want to be those people, and we made a commitment to minimize our contact with other people. And the most contact we had was when we stopped for fuel, because we used our own bathroom here in the rig. We ate our own food. We didn't even get takeout.
Right. So in most of the places in California and Washington, we didn't have contact with other humans at all. It was actually a weird sort of side effect of Oregon's self-service laws that we were put in a position where we had to have direct personal contact with somebody during the middle of this trip. So
yeah, so except for exchanging credit card and receipts with the gas attendants in Oregon twice, we didn't have any contact. We slept in truck stops, and just literally we did 1,300 miles in basically 2 days driving. So half a day on Monday, a full day on Tuesday. Greg's dad called us, said we should earn the Iron Butt Award. Right. And then half a day on Wednesday, when we were able to pull into basically our home park in the Seattle area.
All right, so that's what we did.
That's what we did.
And why we did it.
Why we
explained that a little bit, right?
Yeah, we explained it a little bit. You know, a lot of RVers, full-time RVers right now, are able to mooch dock with family and friends. We felt uncomfortable, and really there wasn't a lot of availability. We did have one friend who said, yeah, you could come and park right here, but it still meant trying to go find a place to dump tanks, and we had to travel like 35 miles from where his home was to where we could publicly dump our tanks, and it wasn't a long-term solution.
Right.
So and we didn't have any other availability. All our families live in either small apartments or up on top of a mountain.
Yeah.
So there wasn't an availability for us, and so here we are. And there was no federal parks. 50% of campgrounds are closed across the nation.
Right. So there's no federal parks. Most state parks are closed.
Yes.
Or
just day use only.
Our private RV parks are hit and miss. Some are open, some are closed. And
like our Harvest hosts, you know, I didn't want to put those folks in jeopardy either.
Right. It didn't feel like the right time to sort of be traveling around and just keep saying, hey, we're just going to keep doing this sort of travel lifestyle. That seems like a really thoughtless decision.
And we're very grateful for the park here that we're staying in. We had established a rapport and relationship with them from the first day we got our RV.
That's right.
And so they were like, yes, you know, we explained what was going on and where we were, and they were like, yes, we have a spot for you, and we can stay here as long as we can or wanted to, but we're making some lifestyle choices.
Yeah, so the travel life is right now is on hold. It's
stalled.
And
we're calling ourselves stalled travelers.
Right. So that's the first factor. The second factor is you make a lot of sacrifices to live this small.
Yes.
And you make those sacrifices because the payoff is getting to go cool places, see cool things, meet people. And when you're stuck in
26 feet long and 8 feet wide
in an RV park next to the freeway, it doesn't feel like the sacrifice.
And this is an urban park, so everybody is right on top. There's not grand spaces like we had in Needles and some of the other places that we stayed. You can reach out and touch your neighbor's rig if you really wanted to, and so it's very cramped.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, the people ask, well, how do you endure such a small home? And the way we endure it is, this isn't our home. This is where we sleep while we go out and explore the world, which is our home.
Which is our home.
But right now we can't do that. Yeah. So we put an offer in on a house.
Yes, a small piece of property with a small home, and you know, and there'll be more to come on that. It's the very beginning part of the process of owning a piece of property.
Right. So we put in the offer. The inspection is actually today. It's happening right now. Waiting for a call from the inspector to see what he finds out.
Right.
And we'll know we'll
We're in
to
that
close.
limbo period where you put in an offer, you reach mutual agreement, then there has to be the inspection and the appraisal and the title search,
Right, so
and then they say, yes, you own the house.
Right. So we're waiting on all of that. But so that, and it just feels like a smart decision right
Right. All of the scientists and healthcare experts are saying normal, what was pre-March 6th for us, because the lockdowns began on the 6th of March, what that was is going to take probably almost 2 years to get back to.
Yeah.
And states I know are looking at phased openings and things like that, but where we are right now, it's so early, folks. It's so early.
Well, and again, just the travel lifestyle isn't compatible with lethal pandemic. It just, you can't do that. So, and staying put in, damp, soggy Seattle in 26 feet
travel trailer.
It's not. That's not why
we're wanting to do this.
Right. That's not the lifestyle we were.
And for you full-time RVers out there who are still sticking it out,
mad props to you.
I bow to you and say I hope you are somewhere where you are being supported and people cheerlead the lifestyle of RVing. Or you full-time sailors who are stuck on anchor somewhere and can't get back to land to get provisions. You probably have somebody very nice coming out and bringing you stuff. But hey, we're trying to do our part so you guys can get back to what you love, and we will get back to what we love doing too. We just know that for us, the best decision is to get a piece of property where we can park Siggy.
Right.
Where we can be close to SVLE, our boat.
And we can reduce our dependency on sort of the traditional retail infrastructure.
Yes. So, look forward to some homesteading videos down the road here.
Well, we are Proteus rising, right? And Proteus, by his nature, was changeable.
Yes.
Adaptable to the current situation. So, and you've seen us go through several iterations from a house to a boat to an RV, back to a house now, and that's just sort of that's life.
That's life.
You got to be malleable.
Yeah. In the meantime, we're becoming very good sourdough bakers, like so many other of you people.
Yeah.
Not to be completely basic, but hey.
Hey, your sourdough starter is kicking ass.
It's kicking butt, and who knows? I may turn into an in-home barber. It's ridiculous. Oh man. And we're doing our share of COVID cooking, trying new recipes, and making better headway through our Netflix queue. How blessed are we that this is how we ride out a pandemic, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll be spending weekends on the boat, getting her ready to go further afield.
Yeah, I don't think this sailing season we'll be visiting a lot of other ports.
No, we're going to be keeping up our skills and doing a little bit of fishing.
Day sails, overnight sails, that kind of stuff.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
That's the plan.
But we'll still get to do it, and how fortunate are we?
Right. Exactly.
So,
that's huge.
So that's our real-time update. More to come on the big shift given our Rona life world, and I hope you guys will stay along for the ride. Thanks to our patrons,
C-Max, Ghost, Nimitz, and
Edie and Riker.
That's right. Thanks, Riker.
If you'd like to become a patron, link is below. In the meantime, give us a like, hit that subscribe button,
ring that bell.
Give us a comment below what you're doing with your sourdough starter.
Yeah, so recipe ideas for sourdough, because once the sourdough starter gets cooking, you have to pretty much make something every day or throw half of it away.
Or every other day, yeah.
Yeah, so hit us up with some recipes.
Yeah, and keep up that COVID cooking. Put those unusual things together like spicy sweet potato fries and pan-grilled scallops.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so good. Anyways, bye guys. Be safe. Do your part.
Stay apart.
Flatten the curve. Wear your masks.
Right. Is there another one? Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Don't touch your face.
Don't touch your... No touch of the face. Bye guys.